Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. There's no other real way to describe myself other than I'm a hobbyist. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I like to pick up different hobbies. The past few years it's pretty much been bread making or cooking and gardening. So my brother-in-law recently sent me a bunch of seeds that he had left over. He does some gardening. He actually does community gardening where we used to live in North Carolina. He just had a bunch of seeds left over that he was willing to send me, and so I'm going to show you guys what he sent me. So I've shown interest in starting an herb garden, and I've been really wanting to kind of divvy up our yard. We have almost just shy of half an acre of property, and lots of it is the backyard. Pretty much the majority of it is the backyard. And we also have a nice little section on the side of the house just outside the kitchen window that's just pretty much an open little space. It's very random. It's a decent sized square, and I want to turn that into our kitchen herb garden. And I told my husband that that's the plan for that little corner because there's nothing there. You can't do anything with it, so why not make it a little herb garden? It'll be a nice little view outside the kitchen, but also useful. So my brother-in-law sent me these culinary herbs, and you know, cilantro, Genovese, basil, Genovese? I don't know how to say that. Basil, Italian flat leaf, parsley, and oregano. We use all of those. If you cook from scratch, you use all of these. He also sent me Moon and Stars red watermelon, which I've never grown before. I did grow last year, which my animals destroyed this watermelon, what is it? Sugar Baby. And it did germinate really well, but you know. Beets, which I have never actually grown any root vegetables other than carrots. So this will be interesting or root vegetable, underground veggies. This will be my first time growing anything that grows underground other than carrots. So he sent me some beets. He sent me lots of lettuce because we eat a lot of lettuce. This Select salad blend, I love these because you get lots of different flavors in the lettuce. So I'm really excited to grow some of these. I've already started some over here. If you didn't see my last video, I planted, my husband got me a hydroponic kit for Christmas this year. And so I planted those, and I have kale, arugula, lettuce. The only thing that didn't germinate was spinach, which I'm gonna replant to see how that goes. I don't know what happened, but listen, you're growing from seed and you can always just replant, try again. So I'm gonna retry the spinach, but everything else germinated fantastically. So I'm excited to continue to grow the lettuce throughout the year. Some green onions. I love these. I cook a lot of Asian style foods. Now, I don't cook exactly like a Chinese restaurant, but we do cook with a lot of Asian style foods. So we use these a lot, and they taste really good. They grow really fast too. Some more flat leaf parsley and Greek oregano, which I'm pretty excited. I've never grown oregano before, so it's going to be interesting to see how that tastes. I've never had fresh from the garden herbs other than my cilantro, which is actually thriving outside. It did really well, and I made some pho a few weeks ago and added some of that to it, and it was amazing. Also have some more basil, same brand as the other one. He asked me what I was kind of my seed list, and I specifically asked for holy basil because I've been wanting to try holy basil. I've heard you can make it in teas and things like that. So he sent me some holy basil, which I'm really excited to plant this year and see how it tastes. I would really, really love to try it as a tea. That's what I'm most excited about. He also sent me 2 different squashes, zucchini and crooked neck squash, which, sorry for the glare, but I'm excited to plant those too because I love making zucchini boats and things like that, where you take out the center part and you fill it with ground beef, ground turkey, anything like that, and cheese. And it's really, really good. And then these roasted as kind of like a stir fry, really, really good as well. We have more lettuce. Paris Island, I have actually grown Paris Island lettuce, and it's really, really good. It, again, grows really fast. A lot of these lettuce, if they germinate well, they will produce a lot of lettuce. 1 or 2 heads of lettuce will produce quite a bit of lettuce because it just continues to, you take off the outer layers and then it continues to grow. So I have grown that and I really like it. Another thing I'm excited about is sugar snap peas. I love sugar snap peas. And last year I actually direct sowed these outside and they did really well. They got eaten. Again, we're new to this house, so this will be my first time actually doing a full-blown garden. Last spring was kind of a trial run, and we were still settling into this house. So I didn't actually get a growing season last year when we moved in, so I'm excited to be able to do that this year. But the sugar snap peas were doing really, really well, and then they got eaten. I'm still figuring out we have a lot of squirrels. We get a lot of birds out here as well, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to navigate around that. Next thing he sent was some radish, which I'm really looking forward to doing closer to the fall, towards the end of the summer. Technical difficulties. We're back. Where I finished? Oh, radishes. I planted these last year, neglected them because, well, don't judge me. I have ADHD. Next thing, we got bok choy, which I'm very excited for. Again, we do a lot of Asian style dishes, so I'm excited to have these. I'm excited to have these vegetables readily available so that when I decide to make these things, I don't have to buy each little individual thing every single time. If I want to make pho 5 times a week, I don't have to go out and buy all of these things multiple times. So I'm very excited about that. Celery. Also, I love celery. A lot of things that I want to grow are things that I snack on regularly. I snack on celery. I snack on sugar snap peas. Things like that. And it's just fun. I plant a lot of these things, again, because I'm a hobbyist and I enjoy just having something to do. I don't like to, I have to have things to do. Okay, I'm a very busy person. Again, ADHD. San Marzano tomatoes and red cherry tomatoes. I would love to be able to can these to have tomato sauce just available. Again, if I make pasta or lasagna or anything like that, I would love to have them. Now, I planted cherry tomatoes last year, and it was really close to the end of the season, and I hadn't gotten fruit off of it yet, and I was going to be really sad. So she's back there, right there. You can see her in all her glory. I transplanted her into a pot because there was already a little itty bitty cherry tomato growing on it, and the frost was coming, and I was going to be very disappointed once the temperature dropped not to be able to eat a cherry tomato off of my first tomato plant. It's the first successful tomato plant. She's doing fantastic. And I was very nervous to actually bring the tomato plant inside because I've heard that when you transplant them in the house, they don't thrive as much as if you leave them outside. I was able to bring it inside, and she's doing great. She's growing, she's thriving. I've eaten tomatoes off of it, and they were delicious. It is no joke when people say that homegrown tomatoes taste 1,000 times better than store-bought tomatoes. I concur. And so this year I also wanted to do like a butterfly garden. I wanted to do a butterfly garden in our old house, and it didn't work out. We moved, and I'm kind of happy that I didn't actually get to the point where I planted that butterfly garden, because I was going to be very sad to leave it. So my kids and I would like to, well, my daughter and I would like to have a butterfly garden. This one back here, he also is very interested in gardening. A shark, yeah. But we are going to get around to creating a butterfly garden. I want to do a butterfly garden somewhere around here. And I also want to plant some flowers in the front, because there's 2 bushes, 2, maybe 4 bushes. I don't remember. I don't go to the front yard very often. I'm almost always in the backyard. There's not a lot of plants back there. There's bushes, like those evergreen bushes. But in between, I would like to plant some flowers. And so I went to Dollar Tree. This I bought myself. I went to Dollar Tree and bought these. We have a very large tree in the front yard, and the front yard is majority shade. So I wanted to get something that I knew was going to grow over there. So hopefully these do grow over there. These are the ones I bought, specifically the shade blend, because again, it's mostly shade. For our butterfly garden, oh, another celery. We got another pack of celery. Great. Butterfly garden, primarily, just, I call it a butterfly garden, but it's really just for the pollinators. I would love to make them a little garden, because it would make me so happy to just see butterflies and bees hanging out outside. So I did request specifics, and others were thrown in there. So the first one is this lupine. I don't know how to pronounce it. Lupine flower that hopefully sweet pea-like blossoms in rainbow shades. So I'm really excited for those. They're very pretty, and I think I'm gonna start all of these inside and then transplant them so that I can arrange them according to aesthetics, what I would like for it to look like. The next thing I have now is Linaria Fairy Bouquet. I love these colors. This is probably one of my favorite colors, so I'm very excited to have a kind of violet colored plant outside. I'm going to be planting multiple types of sunflowers. I have traditional, the mammoth, and another variety, but this one, Tiger's Eye Mixed Sunflower, I don't actually have this one, and I've never, again, flowers are going to be, this is going to be first year for me, flowers, so I'm really excited. Tiger's Eye Mixed Sunflower, I'm excited about that. I'm sure it's going to grow beautifully. And then Calendula Fancy Mix. Again, I've never planted any of these. The only ones I've planted are marigolds, so I'm really excited. And then, oh, pansies. This one specifically is supposed to be for Lucy. My sister said that this one's specifically for Lucy, so she'll be very excited about that, because she loves plants. She has plants in her room, but she loves flowers, so she's gonna be very excited about that. And I'm very excited about all of these. Seed starting starts really soon, and I have a shelf, so hopefully my stuff doesn't get trampled like it did last year, because I lost a lot of starts last year because I was putting them on the floor and they were either getting trampled by the children or trampled by the dog, because I put them by the window and he likes to look out the window to see the cats, and so he trampled a lot of my starts. And then my children got really excited and would trip over them. So starting over this year, we're starting like this will hopefully be my first successful year